Hey people, Snappy Headed Black Girl. I wanted to address a couple of questions that a couple of people asked me on my videos. The first one was from One Natural Queen. She asked me if I differentiate between the term dreadlocks and the term locks. And my answer is no, but I used to. I used to never refer to them as dreadlocks. And if anyone else did, I would tell them that they're not dreadlocks, they're locks, because there's nothing dreadful about my hair. And funny thing is, this was before I even became a dread. This is when I was just natural. But now that I'm a dread and I've actually done a little research on it, and like I've read up on the history of the term and where it originated, I think totally different. It seems that it wasn't a derogatory term to begin with. It seems like it only became negative when it became Americanized, when Americans started wearing them, you know, when the term reached North America. And now it's like, you know, it's not PC to call them dreadlocks. You're supposed to call them locks. But it's my understanding, well, from what I've read up on them, the term originated from in Jamaica when the Rastafarians used to wear their hair dreaded in the 30s. They used to be persecuted against a lot by the police, and they were harassed a lot, and they used to take them against their will and throw them in jail and cut their dreads off. So wearing dreads was like a sign of rebellion, almost like, you know, sticking it to the man, you know, like bucking the system. So because if you had your hair dreaded, then you were letting it known, you know, you were putting yourself out there and making yourself a target. So I don't have a problem looking at it from that view. I don't have a problem. I don't have a problem with it, because to me, just being a dread, wearing your hair in dreadlocks means that you are kind of, you know, going against the grain. Just because you know, not everybody has them. It's different. It's unique. So to me, it's kind of correlates. Another understanding I have is that, let me read it to you. I don't want to mess anything up. Oh, by the way, isn't that awesome? That's my mouse. It's wireless. So that means, look, I'm on the door. I'm using my mouse on the door, and it's actually working on the computer screen. So like when I'm, you know, when it's real cold at night and I'm in my bed, I can stick it under the covers and it'll still work on the screen. You know what I mean? Anyway, I'm a nerd, but I think it's kind of cool. And another interpretation that I've read is that it refers to the fear that rebel warriors in Kenya used to inspire in their British oppressors. So to me, the fact that I can instill fear in you before you even, you know what I'm saying, before I even do anything, before you even see my fighting skills, just by looking at me, I can put the fear of God in you. That's just awesome. It's very powerful. It's very powerful. So I have no problem with that one. And another thing I wanted to read you guys is from a book. I don't want to mess it up, so let me read it. Called The Rastafarians by Leonard Barrett. And I'm just going to read what it says. The concept of dread has taken on new meanings in Jamaican society. To the elite, it refers to an unkempt, dangerous, and dirty appearance. To the Rastafarians, it signifies power, freedom, and defiance. Dreads means rebellion or a certain behavior outside of society. So when you look at it that way, it's a good thing. It's a very leaded term. It's a very powerful term. It has, you know, it has a lot of significance and history behind it. So I don't have a problem with the term dreadlocks anymore. I don't have a problem with the word locks. I use them all interchangeably, actually. So no more corrections. You know, I used to correct people and stuff. I mean, if they call their hair locks, if you call your hair locks, it's cool. I'm not going to I'm not going to correct you, but I will say I think that a lot of people that call them locks or that refuse to call them dreadlocks because they think it's negative, I think they don't necessarily know the meaning behind their, I don't think they know like the meaning behind where the word actually came from. Not everyone, but I know I did, and I'm sure there's others like me that don't. So anyway, that's that. And oh, shout out to Pretty Boy Shay. She wanted to know why I decided to dread. And honestly, I don't have a concrete answer for that. I don't know. I've always been, really pro-me and pro-black and into my culture and stuff. So it's not like I had a big revelation one day and I woke up and realized that, I wasn't being true to myself, or, I didn't go, it wasn't like an aha moment for me. There was no, I can't pinpoint like how it really happened. I mean, I had already been natural for 3 years before I decided to dread. And honestly, I just woke up one day and I was like, I'm going to get dreads. And it's weird because I never wanted dreads. Like, I saw them on other people, they were cool, nice hair, but it wasn't like some people admired dreads for so long till one day they finally got up, the heart to do it and go through with it. But I was never like that. Like, it wasn't, it wasn't like, it wasn't a big deal to me. It was just like, I mean, I was already natural. It was just like they're natural too. But I don't know, it just seemed like a natural progression. Not saying that dreads are, the epitome of natural hair. They're not the end all to natural hair. It's just one day I just decided I was going to get them. And it wasn't like any pro-con list or, I didn't ask anyone. That's another thing. This is just my personal opinion. But if you have to ask somebody, because I'm a member of a lot of different hair boards because I'm like obsessed with hair. And I see a lot of posts sometimes, well, here's a picture of my hair. Do you think I should dread? How do you think I should look with locks? What are the pros and cons of locks? And to me, if you have to ask a question like that, then you're not ready to do it. But that's just my personal opinion. But I kind of feel that way about everything. Like, if you have to seek outside validation to do something, or if you have that many doubts about it, then maybe you're just not ready. But anyway, so I just woke up one day and I decided to dread. I didn't tell anyone, but I didn't tell anyone when I was natural either. Because, you have to be careful. And y'all probably know, y'all that are already dreads, you have to be careful what you say to who. Because, that negative energy is catching. And not everybody's going to, agree with your decision. Especially when it comes to dreads. You know how we are about hair. We meaning black people. So, it's like a taboo thing. But anyway, I think that's it. Oh, and I am by no means a dread expert. I mean, really, I'm not. This is just my interpretation of things and, stuff that I've read about dreads. So, if I'm wrong on anything, or, you want to clarify something for me, or, I don't know, I might be misinformed, then please let me know. Point out my ignorance. I'm okay with it. Just do it constructively and respectfully. But I'm all for learning new stuff about my head. So if you have anything to share, please do. I think that's it. I'm going to wash my hair tomorrow. I wash it once a week. And I know I told y'all that I was going to film it. I don't know how. I don't know how to add the music and speed it up and stuff. And this is over my head. So I'll probably just post my products, which are very few. So that'll be a very short video. I'm done. I checked out this really good Stephen King book from the library yesterday, and it's calling my name, so I gotta go. Peace.